What is up, everyone? Welcome to the NoLife Gaming Podcast. We have an interesting show for you today. Also, real quick, make sure you follow us over on our website, nolife.digital. You can follow us over on Instagram at NoLifeDigital and on Twitter, NoLifeDigital. Follow us all over the place. Make sure you're subscribing to our channel. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So for the gaming portion of the show, which is today, tomorrow you will get the tech portion. Gaming, we're going to be talking about Smash Bros. That'll be the first thing. Huge game that just got released, so we'll jump into that. We have some announcements from the Game Awards. We'll go over some of the Game Awards. That's pretty much it in terms of gaming news. There really wasn't too much else. It's kind of been dominated by the Game Awards and Smash. And then in tech tomorrow, we do have a lot to talk about. There was some interesting stuff that popped up. Google kind of dominating the headlines. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for that. So let's begin. We got a special guest this evening. You guys know him. His name's Nick. He's our resident Smash expert. Nick, what's your handle? What do you go by on your handle? I forget. Nintendo or something?
Steftendo. My last name's Stefanacci, so I even have it right there. Yeah,
Steftendo. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Just been playing nonstop Smash, and Dewey knows. I played a lot with him over the weekend. I've been playing a lot with him online.
Who's better, Dewey?
I'm trying to still. I'm wondering why you don't play K. Rool online, because I want to figure out that character. But no, Pichu. God, Pichu's such a monster.
He's a monster.
I've taken a few stocks. I've taken a couple of games. He's taken the majority of the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the online, because we don't live that far apart from each other, maybe like 15 minutes. The online, when we play online, I don't notice any problems. It's just you got to play arena.
Yeah, you have to play arena. That's the only option to play online right now.
So when I did arena, I set up my own arena. I set up like the rules, but then there's like a waiting area, and then there's like a ring. I'm not exactly sure how that works. So I just kind of backed out of it because I didn't bother to do it. Are people gonna like join in when I create an arena?
Yeah, so I have one going on right now because I just have spectating on and seeing if anyone wants to join. Because sometimes it takes a while for like a group of people to join. Sometimes they're instantly.
Yeah.
But like Dewey was saying before, this is the only way to play online right now. They did away with For Glory and For Fun, and that was like the online system from Smash 4. And that was like for fun, obviously all items, any stage, you're playing with 4 people. And then For Glory is just 1v1, Final Destination, no items, just like the meme Fox, Final Destination, no items.
But that's what I thought they were gonna do.
So, I mean, we wish they were still doing that, because the situation we're in now is you have like parameters.
Yeah.
And you set those parameters. It's like, all right, I want to look for someone that's doing like a 7-minute time limit, 3 stock, no items, and only like Battlefield or Omega stages.
Yeah.
And it just throws you online, and then it groups you with anyone almost. Like those parameters just work like half the time. It's like, oh, what do I get? And then it's I got a group of people and we're playing free for all with items on. No,
I literally played a game the other day. I got full mad because I chose my parameters for 7 minutes, 3 stock, no items, Battlefield, 1v1. I was put into a timed match on a stage with hazards, items on with 4 people.
Yeah.
It's a complete opposite.
We're met.
Yeah. I think that might even be like the default match, right? Because that seems to be like every match that I played has been that. It's been a timed match with hazards and items, and I haven't played anything else other than that.
I don't it's not that I hate I think preferred settings could have worked. I wish they would have put preferred settings into For Glory and For Fun. Keep the 2 things and then had put parameters under there. So like if you were playing For Glory, you could choose, I want to play on Battlefield stages. And they'll try to match with somebody who also wants to play Battlefield or wants to play 3 stock instead of 2 stock, 7-minute instead of like 5-minute. I feel like those settings, because at least then you know you're getting a 1v1, no items.
Yeah. By the way, I do want to say...
So bad.
So sorry, I do want to say for the record, I told you guys when this game came out, people were gonna hate the online. The online has never been good on Nintendo. I've been playing it as soon as it came out.
Disagree.
It's so dumb. The way they do online is so stupid. The way they did it for Splatoon, the way they did it for Mario Tennis, and now I'm not surprised Smash is it's just dumb. Like there's no like customization.
I like arenas because arenas are better when you're playing with groups of people. Because before in Smash 4, if you wanted to play with more than like a group of people, it was a clusterfuck and a hassle because you had to like exit out and invite people to matches. With this, you can have like a couple of your friends come in, and you can have the waiting area where you all kind of rotate, loser bottom out
Yeah.
kind of style. So you can have like a handful of people come into an arena, and you guys can actually play together,
Yeah.
and you can spectate those matches. So I do think for playing with your friends, arenas is great. I think it's a really good system. If you're just trying to play a quick match against some rando, no,
Wait,
you're not going to be doing that.
I have a question too. Do you guys think the online itself, like the actual connection and performance of it, is like is it like good enough to be considered like professional? Like, could you actually use that online? To me, it's been real spotty. It's been laggy at times. It drops frames all the time. Like the online just seems bad, at least for the time that I have. Some matches are good, but most
I think
of the
part
time,
of that is because you're playing with randoms. You don't really know where their location is.
yeah, that's true.
When you control it through arenas and you're playing people who are also on the Northeast, or you're playing against people that you know live within like an hour of you,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Like I said, I was playing Nick, and
Yeah.
the connection seemed pretty fine. I
thought
didn't
it was pretty
notice
good.
any input lag. There was
Okay.
a little bit of it, but like nothing that's like that I'm not used to in regular fighting games.
Okay.
Server settings matter.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's what
and
made-
location
yeah.
where you are to people really
yeah.
makes a difference.
That's like part of why CS became like a huge thing was like you could choose your server. If you lived in the Northwest, you were put to Northwest and you could choose to play Northwest. Because like the US is too fucking big to basically be like,
Yeah.
dude, New York to LA, let's go, 140 ping.
Well, the
And let's
way
be honest.
that tennis did it, it was like it tried to match you up like around your region, but I mean, you could be playing someone in Korea the next. Like, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's just don't know how to do it well. I guess.
If it's ignoring the preferred settings, you really think it's paying attention to your region?
Yeah.
It's just matching you up with random people.
It sucks because that's my favorite way to play Smash. I just want to hop online, play a couple matches, and that's it. 1v1. And now when I do it, when I hop online, I gotta wait like 20 minutes to get into a 1v1.
But Nintendo did have to release their battle royale.
What's
Now
up?
you just make an arena and you just sit there for about 5 minutes in the loading screen running around
Oh my
until everyone joins.
Yeah, but this arena is just like a little icon. It's just literally like they put a chip down. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I had my ring open for probably 5 minutes or so, and I just had someone join.
So you can play one. You can 1v1 them.
Yeah, I
And you
can-
can join people's arenas. Like you can make a public arena that anybody can join. And I think you can make ones that only your friends can join.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I made my arena and then I backed out. I was like, maybe I'll try to join someone's. And then I didn't have much time, so because I got put into a waiting room. So I was like, all right, I'll just do a quick match. And then of course it's a fucking free for all with items and stuff. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Four player is the worst because that's when you are all going to get the best connection from whoever the worst is, because that's just how peer-to-peer works.
Yeah.
So it just takes one person in that 4 people to have just awful internet.
And the Smash or the Switch is not strong enough to keep that going at 60 frames with 4 players, with hazards, with items. It chugs. Like,
So
it's
they
not a
assume-
smooth experience.
So
I
they
assume
But
only
it
you-
chugs online because of your connection, not because of the game itself.
Yeah.
No,
so like
it gets laggy, dude. There's some dropped
Well, yeah,
frames.
that's still probably due to input lag or like dropped
Like,
frame.
are you talking just the game itself when you're not playing online? 4 players.
Yeah, when everything's kind of going crazy, like I don't know if you've played
Yeah,
World of Light, but they'll have like players where, that it'll
I don't
have
think
like
we
the
use phones.
what?
We're saying offline. Are you having that?
offline?
Yes, like
Okay.
World of Light, the mode World of Light where it's like the
Yeah,
adventure
yeah,
mode.
yeah,
There's
the
like
story mode.
weird matches that pop up, and you kind of have like sometimes there's a lot of shit going on the screen. Like there'll be some it won't run at a steady 60 at that point. You're gonna get some dropped frames here and there. And then with online, I mean, it's just a crapshoot. But with all that being said, I think that's the only negative I have about the game. Like everything else, I fucking love about it. Like I like all the characters. I like all the game modes. I think the game modes are cool. I think adventure mode's kind of cool. I like the little spirit system. And then I think it's just like it's just Smash. Like, there's so much variety here. You know, I kind of wish a lot of the players didn't have the same move sets. You know, I think what is it, like 4 of them have the Marth move set.
Yeah, there's too many with Marth.
Marth, Roy, Crom, and Lucina. I mean,
They're literally the same player.
I have noticed some, very few differences. I mean, Crom is the big one where he has Ike's recovery instead of the regular recovery. And Roy, I don't know why. I don't know if this was a planned thing. I don't know if it was a bug. I don't know what their plan was, but I've noticed if you use the side B in the air with Marth, like if you're coming and recovering, he'll just stall. All his forward momentum dies. But if you play as Roy, he doesn't lose any forward momentum when using side B, like in the air moving. I don't know if that's a planned thing that they meant to do or if it was a
I
bug.
didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I found that out, and it was like I noticed it when we were playing, and I was playing as Roy, because I was like, wait, I didn't lose my momentum like I would if I was Marth or Lucina.
I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, it's really weird. But I think it's better. I think that's, I think side B stalling you in the air is an awful thing because you want to keep forward momentum when you're trying to recover.
Well, maybe we should say all of our mains. Who are you guys maining?
I picked up the first day. I picked up King K. Rool, and everyone hates him.
Really?
He's so good because he's got 2 projectiles as a heavyweight character. His recovery makes him almost impossible to edge guard because he has a little propeller and he has a hitbox above it. So if you touch it, you just get hit. So you can't really stomp him or anything. So it's almost impossible to edge guard him. And on top of that, he's got armor like no one else. So he can use like aerial moves and land safe and still hit you, even though you hit him. He's gonna win because his stomach has like a coat of armor, and I don't know what it is yet. I think either a certain amount of hits or it has like health to it. But
I think it has health.
You think it has health?
Because I saw something about Wii Fit Trainer's side B. Destroyed that armor in 1 hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I don't know what's going on with that. So I think it might be a health-based thing.
That makes sense. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of K. Rool. I've been playing... The game's so big that it's hard to play everyone. And I love playing everyone in 4. It's like, I look at the list, I'm like, oh, wait, he's in this game? I haven't played him yet. Or wait a minute, she's in this game? I haven't played them yet.
Yeah.
Like, there's way too many characters. Like, yesterday I was playing a lot of Snake. Today I've been playing a lot of Bowser Jr. I'm trying to think who else I've been playing.
I haven't even unlocked Bowser Jr. I haven't unlocked K. Rool yet. But I've been using I like the Inklings.
The Inklings are so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the whole splat mechanism and the up B is just so fucking far.
Yeah, it goes so far.
Yeah. It's just super fun to play with. But that's the one I've been trying to main, but like I want to play with everyone, you know what I mean? I want to see who else is good out there. I see a lot of Ridley's.
Oh yeah, I've been playing Ridley. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's got some good stuff. Who are you using?
I've been sticking with the old fashions.
I like that.
Roy, Cloud, of course. But the newcomer that I've been really wanting to learn and check out, and I've been playing a little bit of, is Incineroar.
Yeah.
I wasn't that excited for the addition of Incineroar. I actually was kind of like bummed because it wasn't my least favorite, but it was like one of the Pokemon from the new game that I was just like, I'm not that big on this character. But all his moves feel really fun. His neutral air actually has super armor on it, which is kind of ridiculous.
That's awesome.
And the side B where he grabs you and throws you against like the ring, like the ropes, and then you come back and he can clothesline you or like backdrop you. If you're playing on a smaller stage at low percents, it actually kills.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
And he destroys like lightweight characters. I was playing my friend today. He was playing Incineroar, and I was Game & Watch. And we're just on a battlefield stage. I was at 50%, and he was maybe at like 100. He did a forward smash and killed me.
Yeah, Little Mac is the same way too. Little Mac, just like his forward B, is just crazy. But they both have like that terrible sort of recovery,
It's
terrible
so
up B.
bad.
Like you can't, if you fall off, you're fucked.
If you've noticed that all of the 4 characters I have said all have recovery.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're playing Battlefield and no items, there's, I don't know, I feel like there's not that much of a chance that you're going to be flying off the stage.
Forward air, forward air, forward air. You're dead.
Yeah.
Trust me. And with the air dodging system now, where there's so much lag when you're trying to use air dodge in the
Yeah,
air.
you don't want to do it.
That by the time you air dodge to avoid the forward air, you are too low to even recover unless you didn't burn your jump yet.
That's like your last resort.
Yeah. And also Richter, who also has bad recovery. I have been enjoying Richter. Super heavy projectile base, has like some crazy reach, but he's a character that you kind of learn. Really, there's some weird things about him where a lot of characters like their grab, like Samus, or not the new Link, but like Toon Link and Young Link have like the hook shot, where if you're off stage, you can use that to recover. With Richter, he has his whip as his attacks, but it's not his grab. So when you're off stage trying to recover, you can use his whip to grab the ledge. You have to essentially attack the ledge. And there are times where I've been like under it, and I swear I've hit it, but I've seen the whip like go through the stage and not grab the ledge. So I don't know what the ledge's like box is that you have to hit to grab.
You think we'll get a patch soon?
I think when Piranha Plant comes out, you'll see your first patch.
So the thing that's going on huge on Reddit and just in the Smash community right now is just everyone is complaining about the online and just asking for Nintendo to fix it right away. And I think Leffen even tweeted, he tweeted like a joke. He said, I'm so excited to play Smash Bros. It's the only game where you can play Joker, Mario, Cloud, and like Ryu in a single game. But at the same time, even though myself and everyone else is looking for 1v1 matches, I can only find free-for-all matches online.
Yeah, the tweet was like, I can't believe we play as like Joker, Sonic, Mario, and like Mega Man. And all four of them are in the same match because it's a 4-player match. Like, he's not wrong though.
I think he got like 20,000 likes. Like, he got a lot. So everyone's just trying to get Nintendo's attention right now to fix the online.
Dude, the Aces community has been asking for it forever. I don't think they're gonna fix it, dude. You just gotta live with it.
Even as big as a game as Smash.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is a lot, and it is. Aces is done by Camelot, and the Smash team is a lot closer with Nintendo, so they might have more liberties there.
It's Bandai Namco.
Yeah,
has helped a lot. So
they should know about like netcodes, right? With Tekken and everything.
Yeah,
and Dragon Ball.
Well, they didn't develop Dragon Ball, but still, that was Arxis.
Yeah, you'd think they would get a. I mean, you'd think that they wouldn't even put it out like this.
Yeah,
right?
no.
I don't know what the thought was here, but.
And I don't know if they can just like straight up patch netcode. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like an overhaul. They would have to overhaul the.
This is out 3 weeks early.
Yeah.
That was the thought.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd be able to overhaul the entire online experience.
My main thing is like, they tell you to go out and get a LAN adapter.
Yeah.
Is it really that hard to put a LAN, like an Ethernet port, into the dock? Like, how hard? Like, how much money extra would that have cost?
About 11 cents.
Yeah.
So why didn't they freaking do it?
And that's like not wholesale.
Yeah, that's not wholesale.
I feel like
I've made those for 11 cents before.
If they make a revision system, like the rumor is, that dock better be coming with an Ethernet port. Like, that's just ridiculous that it doesn't.
It's gonna have less USB ports on it.
Yeah.
And it has 3 USB ports and no Ethernet port. Take out the freaking third USB port. We don't need it. Put the Ethernet port in there.
I know. I don't get it either. I haven't used it. I don't even have a LAN adapter. I've been strictly Wi-Fi.
I don't either, because I don't want to spend $20 more because I already had spent $20 on online. That was trash.
Will it only work with like their specific LAN adapter?
I think
you can use a third-party one. I had one for Wii U.
Yeah, like you can go get like a USB to Ethernet for like probably $1.
Yeah.
Off Amazon if you really want to.
How much is the Nintendo one? Let's find out.
I bet you it's probably sold out now, and people are probably jacking up the price.
You can't even find GameCube controller adapters.
It's $16 on Amazon.
See?
The one by Hori is $50.
What?
There you go.
The one by Hori is
there you go.
At least here on Amazon.
Oh
my god!
Is that Prime eligible?
That's crazy.
I saw on Facebook today an ad for a single controller GameCube controller port USB adapter. It was like $10.
I've seen that for that's for like PC gaming too.
I
Oh,
saw like people were like they were trying to sell it for the Switch.
That's I mean, you can actually. The fun thing is because it's USB for the GameCube controller adapter, you can actually plug it into your PC
Yeah.
and use it as a controller.
I kind of
So
want to
if
try
you
to
have
get one of those wireless ones, the wireless GameCube controller. I just don't really like the GameCube controller.
you gotta get a Wavebird.
Yeah. I like the Pro controller, man. It feels so good. And I switch my controls. I use A to jump, or B to jump, and A as attack.
I've
Why?
actually made a change from my Smash 4 days. I've gone back to the melee format of tap jump.
Yeah?
Tap jump.
Yeah, I've used to be extremely against tap jump, but I've been using it more because I feel like it gives me a little bit more control and faster jumps when I want them.
And it gives you up B out of shield, instant up B
That
out of
too.
shield.
And then I've been trying to. I put I think it's the Y button. I put on shield, because I'm trying to learn that parry system. Because there's a system in there where it's not when you shield, it's when you release your shield.
Yeah, the perfect shield.
That you get that like perfect parry, like really, and then it gives you 8 frames of lag versus 12 frames of lag against your opponent, which gives you, I think, either 3 or 4 frames you have to punish them. Which is just like, all right, you parry it, immediately forward smash.
Yeah.
It's just a free punishment. And I've seen like videos where people will come up, parry the get up attack, and immediately punish it. And I think as a mechanic, if people like start mastering that, it's going to lead, even though it's a defensive option, it's going to lead to more aggressive gameplay.
Yeah.
Because now you're not waiting for them to get up because they might get up attack. Now you can go attack that.
Do you guys think this is the best Smash?
Like content wise, I think it is. I mean, it's definitely taken away a lot of favorite things from past games, like trophies. I mean, I was a huge trophy fan, just unlocking trophies like in the earlier games, like Brawl and Melee, and going in the trophy room and looking at them and checking the history of where they came from. I really enjoyed. I don't know too much about the stickers, or not the stickers, the spirits, because I haven't unlocked too many yet. And I haven't tried World of Light yet, but everything else just seems amazing, and I'm really enjoying it. One thing I have a huge complaint on was on Friday night we were playing doubles, and I guess because of the new engine that they're using for the game and how I guess detailed the lighting effects are, it's really hard to see 4 people playing at once. Because that alongside the smoke trails, it's just like for a second you'll be like, oh, I thought it was on the left side of the screen, but now I'm dead all the way on the right side. So it gets a little like hard to see compared to like Smash 4, where it was like I could see everyone in 8-player Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost a detraction because the lighting is so good that it makes it hard to see anything. I'm not sure if there's any options to like outline or to try to do anything like that to better see it. I hope they maybe do a patch where they can add something to better see your characters in multiple player.
They do have it, Dewey, but so get this, it's only for online doubles and local doubles. So if you're playing with someone else that has a Switch with you and you're playing on local, which I did local play for the first time, and there was more lag in local play than online.
Jesus, that's awful.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, my biggest critique, as far as like, not biggest critique because I have a couple of them, but one of the larger ones, is trophies. I like trophies. I liked the way that trophies had descriptions. I like the way that they had like info about characters that maybe weren't released in the West. You know, these are games that never came out here, so it's kind of interesting. You see this history that you didn't know about. And I feel like the spirits are cool because there's so many interesting gimmicks that they do. There's so many like unknown characters I've never seen before from Japanese only titles, or lesser known characters from other mainline titles like Fire Emblem. But there's no description. It says it's from this series, but it doesn't say which game it's from.
Yeah, there's nothing about it.
Even if they could have added just a couple of lines of flavor and maybe just the description of, hey, this is from Fire Emblem Genealogy of War from the 1980 whatever.
Yeah.
Like, cool, now I know what game they're from if I want to go check out that game.
Dude, there's some that are so obscure, and I have no idea what this from. Like,
I have no idea
there's
what
one that looks like a terrible like someone's first project and CGI class, and it's of an elephant. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I
I've
mean, like
never
there could be
seen
like
it before.
a Metal Gear character, there's like the gecko when you're playing against giant robs that like to use neutral special and don't jump.
Yeah.
You could have given me a description on that spirit about these characters, like these mechs from Metal Gear Solid were known for not like their lack of mobility.
And
Hey,
Yeah.
now I get the gimmick.
That's
Yeah.
really unfortunate for people that aren't like diehard fans like us. Like, I mean, like you said, the elephant thing. I have no idea what that is, but like something from Metal Gear or something from like Fire Emblem, we'll be able to recognize right away. But just
Yeah.
like the average Joe picking up Smash for like the first time, and that's the thing. It's like Smash is like a history of video games and a celebration of video games. And with no descriptions, people are just playing these random matches.
Yeah.
Like there's gimmicks there, but it feels like only the hardest of hardcore fans would understand the gimmick. And I feel like knowing the gimmick leads to better understanding of the game and leads to more people checking out the past history of games.
Yeah. I will say, because I've been playing a lot of World of Light. I've maybe about 10 hours on it, and I haven't collected a double spirit yet. Like there's so fucking many of those spirits that I haven't even seen a double. And I mean, I just have this entire library of them, and I only know like a handful of them. But they do pertain to like the skill that they kind of possess, which is pretty cool. So like one of the Metal Gear ones, it's like projectiles don't affect you or something, or maybe you shoot harder or something. And I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, just like the core gameplay of it, like is this the most advanced Smash that we've seen?
Um,
From a technical standpoint,
Yeah.
I mean, there
Like,
always
do you
gonna be
still think people are still
that
going to play the older Smashes, or is this sort of taking
Melee
that?
will never die. It's
Yeah,
just Melee
Melee-
will never go away. People
But-
always play Melee.
the best thing, a good thing about the new Smash game, like you're seeing a lot of the top Melee pros. Like I've been seeing Leffen and Hungry Box like picking up and playing this game, and they've been enjoying it from what I've been seeing, which is good. But yeah, all the Smash 4 players are definitely jumping ship and moving over. I don't think anyone's playing their Wii U after this weekend. This is the last game to put the console in its grave. So
Rip Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I still
Yeah.
like that game. People didn't buy it. I still think it was a fantastic RPG, but nobody played it.
but
And
yeah,
there are spirits from Tokyo Mirage Sessions in this game, which
are there really?
There's so many
No.
spirits.
They didn't forget about this.
But yeah, everything else the game's got going for it, I think it's the best presentation the game's got out of any of the Smash Bros. The classic mode is done perfectly, I think. I mean, it's a quick, easy to pick up mode, and everyone's classic mode is themed some kind of way,
Yeah.
which makes it unique, and it makes you want to actually try everyone's classic mode out. Event matches that even though they're gone, it's like Spirits board and or World of Light has taken up that spot of having like a unique mode to
Yeah.
conquer, a unique match to conquer. But everything else I think is fantastic with the game.
Yeah. It's a shame the online is kind of fucked up, because I really think it could be like a 10 out of 10
Yeah,
for a
mechanic-
fighting game, you know?
Mechanically and technically, like as a competitive game, it's I think it's a step up from 4. I mean, everything's a step up from Brawl. And I think it's got enough things in it, enough movement options, that Melee players, we're seeing them pick up and enjoy it. And a lot of the mechanics it has changed, a lot of the UI tweaks. Like when you die, it'll display the stock counter, which is really, really nice to have, like those kinds of aesthetics.
Mhm.
The way that you pick stages, the fact that they added a hazards off mode, so you can turn stage hazards off, which is something we have been bitching about for years.
Forever.
Was
And the
like,
fact-
we want to play these stages, we just don't want the randomness of the stage to interact with it, because the stage is perfectly fine to be played on, except this jank shit happens.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're able to create your rule set ahead of time is just so nice. Just get right into Smash mode, pick the rule set, pick the stage, and start playing.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think this game, and since it's come out so early, because remember, like I think we're not even at the 2-year anniversary of the Switch yet.
No.
Smash 4 came out pretty well into the Wii U's life cycle. That nobody bought the system anyway. Brawl came out, I want to say at least in the middle of the Wii's life cycle. when you get a Smash game this early, like they're not going to make another Smash on the Switch. They've never made more than one Smash game per system. That's just not how it works.
And the name alone just like solidifies that.
Mhm.
They're sticking with Ultimate, and they're going to keep that name within the game until the Switch is done.
Yeah.
They're doing like the first wave of DLC up to next, like not February of 2019, but I think it's February of 2020.
Yeah, February
There's
2020.
The extra character in Piranha Plant, and then 5 DLC characters. I wouldn't be surprised if they know that the money is there and they want to keep supporting this game the rest of the Switch's life cycle. And we see a lot of fighting games get Season 2 DLC or Season 3. There's already talk of a Season 2 for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yep.
Tekken has had how many seasons of Fighters added to the game?
They just added Negan.
Yeah, they just added Negan from the TV show Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I know that, like,
Don't say that name around here.
80 characters is a lot, but I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to add another character here, another character there over the course of the life cycle of this game.
They should add Negan.
It's gotta make money.
They should add Negan to Smash.
You can already add him. You just have to make him me.
That's true.
His final Smash is just
He knocks off your head.
Yeah.
I thought the gaming show is at least safe. Oh my god. No, Wayne has a segment where we beg him every single week to not talk about The Walking Dead. And then he still manages to talk about it every fucking week.
Well, we're on mid-season break, so I had to slip it in somehow.
I cancel that show.
But yeah, going back to like characters and the life of this game, people data mined it before the game was even out. There was leaked copies, and people found that there were spots for apparently 30 more characters.
Nice.
And that would have us reach past 100. With, I mean, if they do 5 characters a year and seeing how long the Switch is going to last, it doesn't seem too crazy.
And 40 of them are the Marth.
Oh my god!
Hey, with the announcement of this first DLC pack, I was wrong. I was assuming that all this DLC was just going to be first party Nintendo because Nintendo was handing Sakurai a list of characters saying, "Hey, who can you make a fighter out of this?" And then,
so who is the DLC?
Our first part of news.
Yeah.
And I'm going to preface this with saying that I was driving in my car on the Game Awards.
And you smashed into a pole.
I was listening to the Persona 5 soundtrack. And in my head, I went, man, you know, it'd be kind of cool if Morgana was a character in Smash because, you know, you could use the slingshot like Villager.
Nice.
So lo and behold, I'm driving to GameStop for the midnight release, and I start hearing the Persona 5 music on the Game Awards. And I'm thinking, okay, what are we getting? Are we getting Persona 5 Arena? I've been asking for it. No, it's Joker in Smash.
Yeah.
Joker's the main character from Persona 5, a game that's not even on the Switch.
Yeah.
Which blew my mind.
I thought we might have been getting Persona 5 on Switch, which I would have enjoyed a little bit more.
And there is a rumor that apparently
it's got to be, right?
Atlas has been looking to do, they did it with Persona 4, where they did Persona 4 Golden, which was like the updated version with additional content, and that was released on the PS Vita, a handheld system, because Atlas likes doing these updated games on handhelds. And there's nothing that I've ever seen in a contract that states that PlayStation has the rights to exclusive Persona. It may be that they put the game on the console, but I've never seen anything that explicitly says it's a exclusive game.
Well, didn't all the arenas come out for 3DS anyway?
Arenas? No, that was Persona Q 1 and 2, which were like the Etrian Odyssey clones, but with Persona. But Persona Arena did come out on the 360, I believe. Persona 4 Arena. I don't think it was.
I remember a Persona fighting game on 3DS.
I mean, if Sony was smart, they would have locked them into an exclusive deal. But
if they were smart, but
I mean, this is an IP though. This is an IP, so it just proves that there is no exclusive deal. So it could come to the Switch.
And I think a Persona 5 Crimson with updated, because there are characters in the original Persona 5 that were relegated to other like places, like as confidants, or what people would know as like the social links that were originally supposed to be playable characters. So I mean, we're gonna get an updated game with more content. I'm gonna double dip. I'll buy it again on the Switch because I loved Persona 5. It was one of my favorite games.
Yeah, I'll buy it for sure.
Of last year. Yeah, it's such a good game, and apparently the rumor is that the day that Joker drops on the as DLC is when they're also going to announce the game.
Mm.
And if it goes with the same theme where it's like Persona 4 Golden, where like each Persona game since the 3, 4, and 5 have had color schemes. So Persona 3 was blue, Persona 4 was gold, and Persona 5 is clearly, you've seen all the red. It's red. So I'm assuming they're going to call it Persona 5 Crimson.
I'll be
That's what I
down.
would call it.
I'll be excited.
But I'm super excited to see what this moveset's going to be. Because the whole idea of the main character is that he can pretty much select any persona. He's like the wild card.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't know if they're going to stick with just his regular persona or if they'll find a way to have him kind of switch like Shulk, where Shulk switches between the different like smash, shield, jump.
Have
Or
him
maybe
be what Pokemon Trainer should have been.
Yeah. So maybe you have him choosing like Arson, his main one for fire, and then maybe the kind of the Atlas, like their mascot, which is Jack Frost, for like ice attacks.
I really hope so. I hope it's not like a reskin.
I don't think it is going to be a reskin. I mean, I think looking at past DLC characters and how much love Sakurai's put into them, he really emphasizes the uniqueness of a character in like a Nintendo Direct, and we'll spend like 5 to 10 minutes talking about that character and showing off how unique they are.
Yeah.
They specifically went out of their way during the announcement of the Fighter Pass to say we are not putting echoes in DLC.
Yeah, they did say that. We're making all unique characters.
Oh, okay.
And we're not going to get any past fighters because all the past fighters are in the game, so we're only getting brand new characters.
And if this is the way they start it, and I originally thought it was going to be all first party, if this is how you're kicking off the DLC, they could all be third party. For all I know, we could get Kratos.
And
be awesome.
Sweet. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't know about Kratos.
Goku.
You got to really fight Sony for that.
It'd be a lot of money.
Speaking about third party though, and other companies, there was also Dana Mind found that there was 2 spirits for 2 rare IPs owned by Microsoft. So Rare has been on board. Rare has been on board with this game.
Yo, Banjo-Kazooie and Phil Spencer and like Reggie have a really good relationship. Like,
is Phil Spencer going to be in the game?
Phil Spencer in? I'll play as Phil Spencer.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, the 2 like spirits that were found were from Blast Core on the N64 and Jet Force Gemini on the N64.
Yo, Jet Force, that's a great game.
So Banjo, I think he has a better shot now with seeing how insane of a character Joker is, and seeing that he's never been on a Nintendo platform yet. He's only been on Sony so far. I don't think it's too crazy to roll him out.
Yeah, but I think that would like, until that actually does start happening, I think that like you have to assume Persona's coming out then.
Yeah,
like,
it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, but it's also like, okay, so now you have this one thing that is not on Nintendo.
Yeah,
one character.
I think if they announce some sort of game when it's released, that'd be awesome. That would make sense too. Like, I don't see like Kratos coming. I just don't see it because they would just it's just not. That's a Sony IP, man. That's a straight up Sony IP.
Yeah, as far as like third party go, there are some interesting third party ones, and I really don't like Banjo-Kazooie while being third party, but also Rare being owned by Microsoft, so essentially kind of making it first party there. You've just seen that the relationship between Microsoft and Nintendo has been very, very good lately.
Yeah.
So
especially with the whole like Fortnite thing, remember?
So it really, for me, in my
not being first does
I think it comes down to money, and I think the reason why so many third parties are going to be, not so many third parties, but why third parties make really obvious sense for DLC is that when it comes to money, instead of having to pay a certain amount for the rights to that character based on game sales, since they're not in the base game, you don't have to base it off of that.
Exactly.
It's going to be a percentage of the DLC sold.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just how, these things work. But I do think that third-party DLC is much more exciting to the consumer than like Piranha Plant would not have. If you had to pay for Piranha Plant, I think that would have rubbed people the wrong way versus like a third-party character like Joker.
Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Nick, I appreciate you coming on, dude. Hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna definitely want to bring you on more next time. Something else. Maybe we'll bring you on when Joker comes. We
I'm
can
totally
know
down
your
for that.
thoughts
Dude,
on
I'm
that.
so excited for him.
Yeah,
So
we were all
excited.
like going nuts when we found out.
My little
I
brother,
was-
who's never seen Persona in his life, he's like, that was probably the coolest Smash trailer ever. He's like, I don't know who this guy is, but that was the coolest Smash trailer.
Yeah, it was rad, man.
Are you for real? Just all of the jokes, and I'm gonna make the jokes, even though they've been made 10,000 times. I never saw it coming. It was a
I don't-
last surprise.
that was the best thing. It wasn't even leaked, so it was one of the biggest surprises in Smash history
It's up there
Yeah.
with Cloud. When Cloud got announced for
Yeah.
Smash 4, and like Ryu had leaked already, and it was that same presentation where they announced Ryu, and it was like, yeah, we know he got leaked, and then very end of it was like Cloud, and it was kind of the same feeling where it's like, why am I hearing this music right now? Like, I know this music, but I shouldn't. And that's another thing. When Joker comes, Persona 5 stage, Persona 5 music,
Yeah,
which is such a banging soundtrack.
yeah. All right, cool. All right, Nick. We'll catch you later, bro. Thanks for
Thanks,
chilling,
guys.
man. Always a pleasure.
Glad to be here.
All right, we got a few more news items. We talked about the port. We have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 coming to Switch as an exclusive. Now, I haven't played Ultimate Alliance, DB, but you were super excited about this, and I've heard a few others super excited. What's going on with Ultimate Alliance 3?
So Ultimate Alliance series, they're like, how to explain it? They're four. You can play up to 4-player co-op, which is perfect for the Switch when we look at it. But the original ones came out on like the 360, and I think the PS3. I played them on 360. And they're like fun action arcade style, like beat 'em ups, almost like a not as a crazy system heavy like Diablo, but more of like an arcade Diablo, but with Marvel. So Ultimate Alliance 3, I never thought this franchise was gonna get a third game. And they announced it for the Switch as an exclusive title. I'm not sure it's a system seller, but I do think that this is a fantastic game for the system. And the fact that they got it as an exclusive actually surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
With the hype and like all of the let's be honest here, we live in a heavy Marvel dominated media. Like Avengers makes tons of money. All of the Marvel films make tons of money. So I'm assuming Nintendo had to pay a pretty penny for this. But the nice thing is, unlike all the other Marvel media coming out, this one in video game form at least acknowledges and has like classic X-Men. And that was one of the problems with Marvel versus Capcom, like the last fighting game they made that was trash. They totally got rid of all the X-Men.
Mm.
So this is a Marvel game where you actually have X-Men. And from what I've seen, it looks, I mean, yeah, the graphics aren't going to be super impressive, but it's not trying to be. It's trying to be arcade cartoon feel, like that classic style of the comics.
Yeah.
But this is a great game if you want to grab it and play some couch co-op with a buddy, or a couple people come over and you got like 4 Joy-Cons, or however you want to play it. This is a perfect game for that. This is the day one buy for me. I'm excited.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's like a beat 'em up. I haven't played one of those in a while.
Yeah, and they're really, even the older ones, they're such love letters to like the Marvel universe.
But we also have Mortal Kombat 11 coming out, which was also announced at the Game Awards. All platforms: PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Yeah, I'm so excited for Mortal Kombat, dude.
I didn't play
Super
10.
excited.
The last one I played was 9.
It was awesome. 10 was
And I
awesome.
liked the story. I did like the story mode in 9. I heard the story mode in 10 was really solid too.
10 was like the pinnacle of Mortal Kombat. Like it was like the Smash Ultimate of Mortal Kombat. They put everything in it.
Yeah, from what I hear for 11, it's actually interesting. They're taking a lot of the Injustice 2 system.
Yeah.
And first of all, Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and Injustice 2 were all done on Unreal 3. This game's going to be on Unreal 4 engine. So it's a new engine. It's Unreal 4, which we've all seen how pretty Unreal 4 can look. And definitely how gory based on that trailer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's gonna be gear. There's gonna be customizations. A lot of the stuff that people liked from Injustice 2, and which of course NetherRealm Studios. So it
Yeah.
only makes sense for them to put it in it. And also, that logo. Can I just say that logo looks real good?
Yeah, it does.
11, yeah, it almost looks like Killer Instinct.
I'm super excited. I mean, Injustice was my favorite fighting game. What was that, last year? 2017?
Injustice 2, God, I think Injustice 2 might
Or is
have
it
came out
2016?
2016. It just had a
Yeah.
lot of DLC.
Yeah. I mean, oh man, it's so good, and I'm super excited for Mortal Kombat 11 because 10 is getting I mean, Injustice kind of took over. It kind of took over 10 for me, but now that 11's coming out, that'll take over, and then probably you'll get an Injustice 3, and then that'll kind of take
I'm
its spot.
surprised this is getting a Switch release.
Me
but,
too. That's kind of
the
what I'm
rumors-
surprised at.
The rumors were that it had most of the NetherRealm Studio games have about a 3-year development cycle, like where they develop the game for 3 years before they launch it. And apparently, this one had a 4-year development cycle. So at some point during the development cycle, the Switch got announced, and they were able to actually, in that time, I guess, get a dev kit and work on putting it on that system. I don't think it's going to be great on the system. I don't think it's going to perform very well. Definitely nowhere near as well as Xbox, PS4, PC. But just the fact that Mortal Kombat on an Xbox, like on a Nintendo console, I don't think it's been on a Nintendo console since the Deadly Alliance game on GameCube or Armageddon on GameCube back in like 05.
But can I use my $50 Hori LAN connector and fight stick? With
Only if you get the $150 Hori fight stick for Nintendo Switch as well.
Okay.
Well, they do make an Injustice game for mobile that's pretty performance. Like, it works pretty well on the phone. It's not the full game.
Okay.
It's not the full game, but I mean, they know how to optimize the game is what I'm saying.
Yes, NetherRealms, I mean, they're pretty solid, so I trust them. So I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it.
Have you played Injustice 2?
I actually did not play Injustice 2, but I'm also not a big DC fan. So
Yeah, I could see that. It was great though.
The only real reason I would have played it was I love Black Manta because it's one of my favorite like all-time comic book villains. And the fact they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and what's his name? Hellboy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the only reasons I would have played it, but I wasn't gonna buy it and buy all the DLC just to play as 3 characters.
Yeah. It's a super easy to like get in, hard to master type of fight game.
So let's be honest. Mortal Kombat 11 coming to Switch. Are we gonna get Sub-Zero in Smash?
I mean, why
You're gonna
not?
get Scorpion in Smash?
Why not? That would be a perfect sort of like character to get on Smash. Now that they have Joker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna. You're gonna have to no gore, but hey, screw it. I'll play as Scorpion.
We got Crash Team Racing announced, all consoles. I mean, I don't really know Crash Team Racing. I'm gonna be honest.
Is
that like Mario Kart?
It was more like Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing, okay.
Where it had like the single player with an actual like story and boss battles. Like you would do like cups and then you would go against the boss battle.
There was a lot of people excited about it. That's for sure.
I'm excited for it. I really like
wanted it to
CGR.
be Diddy Kong.
You want a new Diddy Kong?
I wanted it to be Diddy Kong because I do remember Diddy Kong more than Crash.
Yeah, me too.
Diddy Kong was the one that everyone remembers. And
Yeah.
personally, like,
Well, I remember because I had like a 6th grade birthday party, and that was the first time all the boys came and hung over and we just played. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that ingrained nostalgia.
Diddy Kong also had 3 different vehicle types where you could play like as a cart, as like a boat kind of thing, and then as like a plane. Whereas Crash was literally just cart.
Yeah.
But I thought Kart was a better game in terms of performance on the PlayStation. But as a kid, you don't really think about performance.
Yeah, I can't attest to remembering that.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to go back and find out.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a remake. It's got online play. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Nobody really competes in the kart. Let's be honest. You got Mario Kart, and then you have all of the really bad kart imitators with like Nintendo All-Stars, not Nintendo, like Nickelodeon All-Stars, and it's just really bad.
Yeah.
You had Mario Kart, you had Diddy Kong, I guess Crash. You had basically 2000 Nintendo.
Yeah,
And otherwise,
2010 and PlayStation.
I was much
Yeah.
more of like a Twisted Metal fan. That
Yeah.
I remember
Which
a
is-
lot more than like any of them.
Totally. I mean, it's not even a racing game. It's a-
but like I mean, like that whole
With
kind of
cars.
driving era was definitely like late 90s, early 2000s.
Remember
like,
Road Rash? You guys ever play Road
I
Rash?
remember that game.
Where you were on motorcycles?
Yeah,
that's a
lot of
good one.
weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I mean, I think the only game that really competes with like Mario Kart is like Sonic Racing.
There's
even
no
that's
one. No
not
one.
great.
No one competes with Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got the chokehold on it.
Yeah. Like
So?
Kate knows how to play Mario Kart. You know what I mean? Like she just doesn't know how to play Crash
Well, that's
Team
the game with
Racing
Crash Team Racing.
or fucking
She'll
Twisted Metal for that matter.
She'll probably pick it up pretty fast.
Oh, I'm sure, but it's not like like she'll want to play Mario Kart instead. You know, who cares about? Crash.
What the fuck is this?
She
Crash
wants her
guy?
Yoshi on the
Oh,
fucking
Yoshi.
cart. Yeah.
oh, it's a game you can play Daisy as. I'm gonna beat you at it.
Yeah. Exactly. PlayStation PlayStation Classic has been hacked. Games added. A few extremely talented coders have figured out how to hack the PlayStation Classic, and it turned out to be much easier than anticipated. Sony has left the
Yeah,
key to
well, I mean-
unlock the most vulnerable parts of its throwback system on the system itself, and the hardware lacks some very basic security measures that might have otherwise thwarted anyone attempting to boot it up with custom software side-loaded.
It's just a little. It's about as basic as you can get. I saw the Gamers Nexus teardown of it.
It's just like a Raspberry Pi.
They literally
Not
left
even.
the key
No, it's
to
even
unlock it
cheaper.
in the thing.
Yeah, no, it's even no, like almost all of it is parts you can't buy anymore that they got like discount clearance.
They
Like
begged.
it's an art like
How much is
ARM,
it?
Like it's $100.
Oh, okay.
No, like
$100.
for an ARM chip, it's literally already like a 5-year-old, like A3027. Like it's the low end ARM. It's not even like a mid range smartphone. It's literally, like,
I
the
would say-
ARM chip.
I would
5
say
years ago.
that it's this thing.
That's
is-
crazy how that at the time was like the height of its technology, and now it's just like it's a bargain
Well, here's-
bin
here's
item.
the thing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like these emulation consoles,
Well, no, that's exactly. It's just all it runs is an emulator because you
that's not even theirs. They ripped
right.
it. From
It's a
somebody.
ripped emulator from someone else because that the hardware they put into it, you could load a Linux kernel onto it. You can do nothing else.
Yeah.
Here's
Like, you
the
can't
thing.
even put a UI onto it if it's not an emulator.
From what everything I've seen, based on the back of the box, so many of the typos and errors and other
There's
things.
typos on the box.
Yeah, there's typos on the box. It looks like it looks less like with like Nintendo with the NES Classic and the SNES Mini. Like they did you can tell that they made it. You can tell that they were in control. This doesn't feel like a Sony product.
They probably got Hori to
Feels like
make it.
something- No, this feels like they got At Games to make it. At Games is notorious for bad. Like,
Did they get
game-
Soldier Boy to make it?
They might as well because Soldier Boy bought something else and put his name on it.
It's the same.
but no,
he
this-
bought the same thing.
Yeah, no, like
Very
this,
much.
this literally is, okay.
He's
know
a
when
genius, by the way.
You
That's
used
genius.
to go to like Target and Target, Walmart, not so much Walmart, more Target. You'd see like all of those old school like little Atari joystick boxes for like $15.
Yeah.
That's literally what this is.
Yeah.
Except now it's
Yep.
100.
I mean, the Soldier Boy one's at
overpriced.
least handheld. Like at least it's like a Game Boy.
Yeah, this thing is just completely overpriced and it's lacking in anything really worth buying it for.
I want to know why anyone
can
would buy it just to hack it. Why not just make one yourself?
Oh,
I
for the
guess
fun of it.
I guess just because you do get like a nice looking PlayStation box.
It- you would get it for the plastic box, or if you were that much of a PS1 fan, I guess. Because also, if you really want to get
Nostalgia.
it's all for that weird nostalgia kick. Just because like you
yeah,
can
I
still
guess
go
I
buy a
guess I can
Play-
see it.
you can go buy a PlayStation 3 right now cheaper that will run all of those games and better.
That's
Here's
what I was
the
kind of
funny
thinking.
thing.
Like, get a PlayStation from like your pawn shop for like $10, not even.
Yeah.
And then just
Here's
put
the
a pie in
thing
it, and you're
about
good.
Compatible,
Here's the funny thing though.
and it will do all of that cheaper.
Here's the funny thing. If Nintendo had decided to compete with them and just drop an N64 Classic, not only would they, one, have outsold them based on nostalgia, but two, the PlayStation 1 is not hard to emulate at all. The N64 is actually notoriously difficult to emulate without like problems with glitches or lag It's for some reason the N64 was so weirdly made from like a technological standpoint with all of its coding that the best emulator actually was made by Nintendo when they released the games on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah. I think there was another console too that people have been tried to emulate for years now. I want to say it was the PS3 or PS4. Maybe it's a PS3, but they just have so many issues trying to, or maybe it was something else. I forget. But
The N64 is notorious.
there are some consoles that are really difficult to emulate. N64
Oh, yeah,
being one
no,
of them.
So I think if
Also,
Nintendo,
the older you go, too, some of them gets a lot harder because, like, the N64, I think, was one of them. But like back in so half of those consoles were really weird setups that are not anything like x86 architecture.
Right.
the Super
It's like
Nintendo,
we have a
alone-
processor that's handmade that goes to a coprocessor to a coprocessor to a coprocessor.
That physically lights up the chip, and you
Yeah.
know it's not all just based on software.
It's one of those things with the Nintendo with the SFX chip.
Yeah.
For a long time, it was hard to figure out how to emulate that or how to get that to properly work.
Well, that was like a real chip-tune chip. That's why, right?
Yeah, and it was just one of those things that like the emulation scene could not for the life of them figure out how to crack or how to get working like perfectly.
Yeah.
Without being Nintendo, essentially.
Yeah.
Nintendo wasn't going to give that information up.
That's what those emulators live for, though. They love to figure out how to crack those weird sort of like hardware-induced problems that they figured out back in the day. Nonetheless, Soulja Boy released his own console on his website called Soulja Watch. And let's just see what else Soulja Boy sells. So he sells a Soulja Hand console for $100. It's on sale for $100. He sells a console, an actual game console.
Did any of you guys have like those weird gray, like it was just a gray beige handheld box that was like in sort of a controller shape and it had a flip up screen and it had 3,000 games.
Yo, I know you're talking
And
about.
all
Yeah.
of them were different versions of Snake.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, when are they get to when are we gonna get the Soulja Boy N-Gage ripoff? Remember the N-Gage?
That would be a step up.
The Nokia N-Gage? Come on, man.
I mean, it doesn't look. It looks pretty clean, which is nice to see. It's not gaudy.
You gotta get that Soulja Boy Wonder Swan.
His Soulja game console literally looks like an Xbox One S, which is cool with USB ports on the
They
front.
got a nice case for it.
Yeah. He's selling Soulja headphones, Bluetooth headphones. The Soulja Pad, which is it's a tablet PC. I couldn't tell you anything. It's got a 1280 by 800 display resolution, and it's running an MTK 6580 quad-core processor. So there you go. And then Soulja Pods, which are AirPod ripoffs
Also,
in different colors.
how long do you think this is gonna last though? Because literally, like, right,
I have no idea.
for the actual product of what it is, just displays how proud they are that it has Neo Geo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Game Gear, NES, Sega, SFC, SMS games formats all emulated onto it.
People
How
who
long
don't
do
know
you think this is gonna last
SFC,
before it's sued out of
for
oblivion?
anybody who doesn't know what SFC or SMS are, that's Super Famicom and Sega Master System.
Okay, I thought Super Famicom, but I wasn't sure.
Super Famicom, and then SMS was the Sega Master System, which essentially was the Genesis in Europe and Japan.
He's
Yeah.
selling his game console for almost $200.
Yeah, and you can buy the real thing for $60 that advertises that we ripped off a bunch of old hardware and software makers.
Hey man,
Not
more
asking
power
for
to you,
it.
Soldier Boy. I want you to win.
How much is he selling those Soulja Pods for?
$10.
Hey, that's not bad because I'm writing. Well, I have a last minute gift guide of headphones written up of AirPod clones, basically.
To get the Soldier Pods, that'd be awesome.
Just waiting on that Amazon and Google AirPods.
All right,
Another
last
thing tech show.
last story: Monster Hunter crossover with The Witcher. So they're really milking Geralt for all they can before the new Cyberpunk series comes out.
Which, let's be real, they should.
Oh, they
Does this
deserve
now-
it.
Does this now make Monster Hunter World your favorite game besides
No.
Witcher?
No, this actually degrades my love of The Witcher a little bit. They're fucking pimping Geralt out like crazy these days.
Soul Calibur. Now he's in the Monster Hunter.
Yeah. No, next he'll be in Switch. Who knows?
Yo,
Or in
hey,
Smash.
hey.
I wouldn't be mad, dude. He would definitely be my main.
That'd be a cool. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, if you game Smash, definitely.
Yeah.
Put The
he'd be
Witcher
my
on the
main.
Switch.
I don't exactly understand how they're kind of putting him in the game. I guess you.
Probably just skins, because a lot of
That's what it looks
like the high end stuff for Monster Hunter's always been kind of skins of armor and stuff like that.
Well, it looks like you just play as him. Like you
Yeah,
actually
but you
play
probably
as
like
Geralt.
unlock a costume or outfit to
Yeah.
be dressed up as him.
Yeah, that's probably how they do it.
Though I don't know. I'm interested to find out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I haven't played Monster Hunter in a while, but I know it's still super popular, which is kind of crazy. And that's it. That's it for the gaming portion of the show. Shout out to Steph Tendo for coming on and hanging out with us, talking about Smash. We'll keep you updated on it. It's going to be an ongoing thing. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the tech portion of the show. Go ahead.
Also, CS:GO released the battle royale. It's terrible.
Oh, right. I forgot.
But it's free to play, so if you don't own it, go get it. And
I'm
the
going to
normal
play it, and we'll come back next week, and we'll have our full thoughts on it.
16-player Battle Royale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like the culling, and in that sense, it works. But I think the big feature of that is honestly, it's free to play now.
Yeah. But don't you like pick up money and stuff in the battle royale from what I saw?
Yeah, it's more like I mean, if you've ever seen the culling, it's a lot like the culling.
Okay.
Which
I'm gonna
like
check
they
it
had a
out.
similar type system where you like it wasn't money necessarily, but you sold items or whatever for extra life or like things you could buy at stations.
Yeah.
And it was a smaller map and it was a 20-player battle royale.
All right, cool. We'll come back next week and we'll have some full thoughts on it. I'll get some gameplay footage.
Feels really weird if you like CS.
I can imagine. That's odd. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow for tech. Make sure you hit us up on our website, nolife.digital, Instagram, and Twitter at nolifedigital. Peace.